Most players build their bets higher and higher until the 7 just wipes them out. But what if you could press your winnings, lock up profit, and then switch gears so that the 7 actually works in your favor? That's the ideal behind what I'm calling the phantom press. You get in, build quick, and then poof, you vanish with more profit in hand. Today's video is part of my Dice Advice series where viewers submit strategies and I test them out. This one was sent to me by Carl K, and he calls it the get in, get out. I've adapted it a little bit, sorry Carl, and so I've changed the name of it to the phantom press. Now with this strategy, he's really kind of leaning into the odds and probability of the 7 rolling, which is once in every 6 rolls is what math tells us the 7 should appear. So you should get a few numbers to roll and then that 7. Of course, the odds reset after every single roll, so it could happen just as easily on the first roll as the 20th roll. So the idea is to press our bets early, and then like a phantom, we disappear or pull off our bets, and then we're going to start anticipating really for that 7 to come, because we're going to move to the don'ts and make don'ts with odds, essentially a 3-point dolly, and hope to then take advantage of that 7 after we've actually already pulled our profits off the table. This strategy is going to start with $66 inside. So $15 5 and 9, $18 6 and 8. Now we're looking for one hit on the inside numbers. They're all going to pay the same. They're all going to pay $21. We're going to take $3 from our bankroll. Not from the dealer's stack, but from our bankroll. So this is called a power press because we're going to pull money from our rack and add it to our winnings and then press up our bets. So we're going to tell the dealer that we want to go to a $30 6 and 8. So this is enough here to make those look like $30 bets. Now our goal is to get the 6 and 8 to $36 because we really want those to pay at 42. So it's going to be a little different depending on what number it rolls. The 5 and 9 they roll, we're going to get paid 21. The 6 and 8 rolls, we're going to get paid 35. So we'll treat it a little different. So let's say the 5 rolls, we get paid 21. We're going to throw in $1 again from a rack, another power press, have the dealer go 22 across. That would bump our bets up to $20 on the 5 and 9 and our goal of 36 on the 6 and 8. Now, if instead we can get the 6 or 8 to roll, we would win $35. And again, with that goal of 36, we're going to tell the dealer to press 36. So that's $6 each or $12. And then we'll go ahead and press the 5 and 9 to 25 each. So that would cost us $32. We've won 35, so they could just take that, give you back 3 and change, and then go ahead and make the presses. So take this again up to 36, but these, we would add 10 each to them, and they'd actually go 2 quarters. So after 2 hits, we're going to have a $36 6 and 8. The 5 and 9, they may be 20 or 25. Now, Carl had another step where he would regress this down to 10, 15, 18. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait for any third hits, whether these are 20 or 25, or I hit those or here and get paid 42. The third hit, I'm pulling these all down. Now I should have a profit somewhere between 70 and 90, I think actually 88, between 70 and $88. And then I'm going to use that profit to then start betting the dark side or start betting for that 7 to come. We've pulled our profit off the table, we've disappeared like a phantom. Now we're going to kind of sneak in and try to take advantage of the 7. So we're going to switch some gears. So we're going to make $10 don't come bets. If the puck's off, we'll just make it on the don't pass. But we're looking for these to travel, and then we're going to also add some odds. Now, Carl said to add 3, 4, 5 times odds, which would be $60 behind every number. So every bet would be a $70 bet. We'd have 2 10 out here in risk. If they all got knocked off, well, we would lose our profit and then some. So I'm going to kind of pare that down and just say to play to win, just single odds. So if you're not used to the odds, they pay in reverse. So on the 4 and 10, you would bet $20 or lay odds of $20 to win back 10. On the 5 and 9, you would bet $15 to win back 10. And then on the 6 and 8, you would bet $12 in odds to win back $10 in odds. So we're essentially going to do a 3-point dolly, hopefully get them all set up. So this would be 15 in odds, And if we made another one and it went to the 4, this would take 20 in odds. So that's a strategy. For sure there's some moving parts to it, but let's go ahead and watch the live roll, and I think it'll really kind of sink into how this works. I'm going to try this out with a $600 bankroll. I'm not going to worry about or I'll just assume someone else is shooting, so I don't need a pass or I don't pass. So let's go ahead, roll the dice, get a point established, and then we'll go from there. So give me some good ones here. Here we go. 4 on the come out, 4 easy, and I'm going to go 50, 60. I'm going to give the dealer 70. Can I have 66 inside, please? I'll get 4 and change. He'll set me up. $15 and $18. And obviously goal 1 is hit an inside number. I got half the numbers. Can I roll 1? Should be easy, right? 4 hard. All right, hit our point, but not one of my numbers. And you can turn your bets on. Again, like most of the time, I just follow the puck. So here we go. Let's get a new point established. U11. 12 corrects. 8 easy, 8 easy. So we'll get a point set, and now my bets will be on, and off we go. Now I just got to roll that right back, right? And I don't. 7. All right. Quick 66 down the drain. All right, so we'll have a new shooter. And I like to dump the bowl just to simulate that, even though we're assuming someone else is rolling. All right, here we go. 5 will be the point. If you are in a situation where you want to play strategy and not worry about this, a lot of times, almost all casinos will allow this. I'll just bet both ways. You don't have to worry about anything except for the 12. So that's one way to get around rolling. 566 inside, so 50. I'm just going to give you 70 again, please. Now I got some white to do some tipping. Not that I'm going to tip him, but all right, here we go. 6 easy, there we go. So 18 will pay 21. I'm actually, here's 3 more. Can I press the 6 and 8 to 30 each, please? And then I'm looking for another inside hit. Here we go. And there's the 7. Okay, so the 7's coming too early. The idea of this strategy is you kind of get those 3 hits, right? And that 4, 5, 6 rolls before you start transitioning to the dark side play. But if you can't even get to that average of, 6 rolls, it's not going to do well for you. So, all right, new shooter. Here we go. 7 on the come out. 12, still looking for a point. All right. You get to just watch me roll dice, I guess, and no strategy. Yo, 11, all right. Maybe I should put something on the line. All right, we got a point at 10, 10 easy. So I'll go, I think I have exact change this time. 50, 60, 66. 66 inside, please. All right, let's hit one of those 50-50 chance we get a number. 9, that'll work. So 15 is going to pay 21. I'll go ahead and get my $3 ready because I'm going to say, dealer, go ahead and press me to 30 each on the 6 and 8. And let's hit another number. 5, okay, so that we prefer the 6 and 8 obviously because it pays more, but it's going to pay 21. In this case, I'm going to throw in a $1 and say, dealer, can you press me inside, please? Now, if I can get one more hit, I'm going to pull them all down. I think if I hit the 5 and 9 twice, I think I have a $70 profit. I'm not exactly sure, but I got a good amount of profit, 10 hard, so puck's going to go off. Let's go ahead and get a new point set. There's a 5. We're out on the 5. Now let's roll a number right back. All right, there's the 10 hard. It'd be nice if we can roll the 6 or 8. We haven't seen like any 6 and 8s. This is kind of crazy. All right, here we go. There's an 8. All right. So what do I got? 36, should pay 42. And dealer, can I come down off all my bets? So I'm disappearing like a phantom here. But then I'm going to actually sneak in a little bit here. And I'll start making don't bets. And then I'll do single odds. All right, here we go. 12 craps, that ain't gonna do anything. 3 crap, hey, we'll actually win a couple bucks there. Thank you. 9, travel behind the 9, so can I lay 15 and $10 don't coming. 9, that's no good. And if they get knocked off, we're not going to chase them. So I am going to do odds though, 15 odds and $10 don't. So we're just going to make 3. So I'll go to the 6, 12 in odds. And I lost the first one. I got 2 working. Now's where I want that 7 because it should come in every 6 rolls, right? So technically it's due. That's not actually a real thing because every roll the odds reset. So got a 5. We hit our point. Don't bets are always working, so those are still active. So 7 on the come out. Both light side and dark side players would be happy. All right, we're out on the 5. The average roll, if you factor in the come out rolls, is 8.5, but the odds of the 7 is 1 in 6. So it should be coming. There it is, perfect. All right, we lost one of our don'ts, but at least we hit on 2 of them. So that's the ideal situation of how it works out. Pretty good. And we just start over. Now I believe he says if he cycles through it twice, he doubles his bets. I'm just going to stay the same here. Same strategy. Starting with 66. Yo, 11 on the come out. Nine, we'll have a point of 9. 50, 60. Actually, I need some 1s probably. Can I have 66 inside, please? Just because I got to get that $3 ready to power press. All right, let's roll an inside number. 6 easy, that'll work. So 18 is going to pay 21. Dealer, can I press the 6 and 8 to 30 each? Still looking for that inside number. 9, that'll work. Point hit. All right, 15 is going to pay 21. Dealer, can I go across all the inside numbers, please? So we got these 36. That's what we really want to hit. But the puck's off, our bets are off, at least for this one roll. 8 easy. We're out on the 8. 12 craps. See that 7? We'll see. Oh, he sent it to me with a 7. I got a 7. All right, down they come. Just giving him a hard time here. Okay, so we'll have a new shooter and see if we can make it work. We needed that 3rd hit. No, that was we only had 1 hit, I think. I'm not sure. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. We got enough bankroll, we'll be fine. There's the 5. Dealer, could I have 66 inside, please? All right, here we go. 4 the hard way. We don't have a 4. 10 easy. I don't have a 10. Come on, move it inside just a tad. That'll work. There's a 5. Point hit, so that'll pay 21. And I'm going to throw in 3 at first. For the first hit, you throw in 3. We'll go to the 6 and 8. Just 6 and 8, 30 each.
Sorry.
Our goal is to get those to 36. Puck is off. Here we go, coming out. 10 on the come out. Let's see if we can get inside number 6 the hard way. That'll work. 30 is going to pay 35. This time I don't need a power press. What I'm going to do is I want, because the best way I think to do it is go, let them know how much. I want 32 action. I want to take the 6 and 8 to 36 and the 5 and 9 to 25. Or the 5 and 9 up $10, the 6 and 8 up $6. However you want to do it, but that one's a little tricky to communicate, but you'll get there, and then they'll learn your strategy in no time. So now we've got some decent bets. One more hit, and then we're going to pull down, and then we're going to switch gears to the dark side. U11. 10 hard, point hit. So our bets will go off temporarily. 3 corrects. Let's send them right back. 6 easy, all right. That would have been nice if our bets were working. All right, we hit it right back though. The 6, puck's gonna go off. 36 plays 42. Dealer, can I have all my bets down? And I would normally go through the don't come, but here, the don't pass is the same thing, so the puck's off. So I'm gonna do $10 don't pass, and we'll just go from there. Here we go. 10 easy, 10 easy. Oh, 9, thank you. All right, so I'm going to lay 15. Do I put on this side or this side?
This side.
This side, okay. That's so he can see it better, I think. Okay, so lay the 15 and then $10 don't come in. 15 to win 10. Yo 11, that's no good in the don't. And then here's my third one, because that one lost. Just gonna go with 3 craps. That wins. So I guess I could just let it ride. All right, it'll travel behind the 5. Dealer, can I lay 15 in odds? And I lost one of them, so I'll just stick with the 2. All right, here we go. 7, right on cue, perfect. So another extra $40. And I mean, because the average is 8.5. Most people they keep pressing, and they're hoping for a 20, 30 roll every time. It's just not feasible. So these kind of strategies that kind of play to the math, you know, you're winning smaller. You're not going for the home run, but maybe it works out better. I don't know. Obviously, it always just depends on how the dice roll. So, all right, let's give it another try. That one worked out pretty good. 10 easy. Let's go 50, 65. Dealer, 66 inside, please. There we go, 8 easy. So again, that'll pay 21. Dealer, can I press the 6 and 8 to 30 each? $8, there it is, right back. So this 35. Dealer, 32 action. Can I take the 6 and 8 up $6 and the 5 and 9 up $10 each? All right, one more hit if I can do it. Any number? 8 again. The 8's hot. So 36 will pay 42. And dealer, can I pull my bets down? I'm going to disappear like a phantom. Oh, he even cleaned them up for me. And then I'm going to sneak back in on this back side here and see if I can now get the don't to happen. If the 7 rolls and 6 rolls like it should, it'll work out good. All right, that'll trail behind the 8. Can I have odds behind my 8? Four, trail behind the 4. That's going to cost a little more. 20. Dealer, and then we'll go with one more, and hopefully I don't knock them all off and give my profit back. There's a 7, that's fine. So we lose our don't come, but we win the other 2. So we win $30. $30 on the way out the door. Not a bad little action. right, maybe we'll give it one more quick try. 5, 50, 60, 66 inside, please. Seven out. All right, I should have walked away. I gave another 66 back to the casino, but I think you see how the strategy works. It's not that bad once you kind of see it in action. Let me go ahead and color up and see where we end up at. We start with 600. Let's see where we end up at.
Five, 6, 704.
704. So there you go. We colored up $104. And oh yeah, I got a purple chip, 704. Good little color up, and that is the Phantom Press.
All right, we're going to input today's rolls into dicer.io, and we see how the Phantom Press graphs out. We ended up at 704. I do want to compare against my standards, the 3-point Dolly, Molly, and the Hedgehog. And again, this is using today's exact rolls in the video. So let's let that graph out. And we see that the Phantom Press actually finished on top. The Molly was behind, 590, Hedgehog 570, and the Dolly was our only loser today at 460. Now let's switch over to a random number generated automation simulation. And this was a crazy roll, some big rolls. The 3-point Molly ended up way up, nearly $2,000. The Phantom Press looks like it broke even essentially, and the Hedgehog just below it. And the Dolly busted out by the, maybe the fourth shoot or something like that. Let's go ahead and give this a few more runs. 3-point Dolly, we had some dark side rolls, so he finished up top. The Hedgehog in the middle, and the Phantom Press did a little better than the Molly. Started off dark side, and dark side finished up again. Phantom Press lost a little bit, but did come in second, and the Dolly in last. All right, we got started off the 3-point Molly. There it goes. So it finished in first. The Hedgehog actually beat it. The Phantom Press at a loss a little bit, and the Dolly busted out. And you'll see the Dolly and Molly almost are always kind of opposite, right? So I do that with 3, 4, 5 times odds, max odds, and this time the Dolly was the winner. Phantom Press in second with a slight loss, and Hedgehog. All right, one more time. And the Molly was the winner. Hedgehog and Phantom Press came very close, but lost a little bit. Dolly in last. I said one last time. I always say that. All right. All right, they're all bunched up. It's kind of too hard to tell. The Molly came in last place. It looks like the rest of them kind of broke even there.
If you're enjoying my videos, consider supporting the Color Up channel by joining my club, the Color Up Club. It's an awesome community of craps enthusiasts just like me, and I also give out some free swag. So check out my website, colorup.club.